Well, hello. How y'all doing today? Just want to show you what I'm working on. I'm working on this here rear uh, main seal, and I'm fixing to grind these little barbs that's sticking out. Fixing to grind them off. Let's see if I can get that where you can see it. I can't quite see. Mm-hmm. But hold on a minute. Anyhow, them little tiny barbs that's sticking out in the rear main seal cap here, they said to grind those off. So they said to use emery cloth or something like that. So I'm going to attempt to do it. And then I want to show you the instructions of what it said to do. Now, I'm just going to hold that up there. But these are Felpro, and it says the burrs, remove burrs from the inside diameter of the block and cap. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I tried getting in there with something and using emery cloth to get it out with, but I couldn't do it. I mean, you'd be there for a year because you can't move it. So I'm going to turn this on real slow. This may not work either. Well, I don't think that's going to work either. It's going to... Alright, after trying several things, I believe this right here works the best. This Dremel, I put this big wheel on it, and I can go at it sideways. Let me see if I can show this now. Let's see. Come on, man. Kind of got rid of them pretty good, I think. That would have taken me a year to keep sanding on it like I was doing with them blocks. All right, yesterday when I was filming this, I didn't do a very good job. So when I was editing it last night, I saw that I didn't show any of the work being done on the thing or those points that had to come off. So what I want to do right now is show you the tools that I was using and the thing that I was working on and how I used the tool. All right, I wanted to show you what I was using yesterday to get down in this seal cap here, and if you can get it real good, you can go down in there and grind that off. And let me show you the points that's ground off now. I don't know how well you can see this, but that's where one was there. That's where one was there, and down there, and then the same thing on the other side. There, and there. And I thought it did a real good job of cutting that off. So I just wanted you to see how I was doing it. And when the first tool I tried was this attachment in there, and you couldn't hold it on the barb good enough to keep it there to grind it off. So I took this out and I put this in, and with this I was able to come in there and just lower it right down on that, and it just ate it right up. And you can see the dust coming up from the videos, but you couldn't see the tool actually doing the work. So this is what I used on there, and I thought it did real good to get that off. Now, I actually started trying to use, all right, this is one of the things that I was trying to do yesterday, and I was using this stick with a piece of emery cloth on it, and then I'm using I tried sandpaper first, and you just couldn't get enough rubbing to do anything. I rubbed and rubbed on that thing, and it just didn't do anything. So that's why I went back to the old Dremel tool with the fitting in, and that worked real good. And another thing I wanted to say that I found out, that if you're trying to do this seal replacement while the engine is in the car, this is what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to put if you were to use these type bolts to line it up with, you're going to have to put them in here and shove that up far enough to screw these in, because they will not go all the way through here because of that shoulder that's halfway down in this bolt hole. And can you see through that hole? Can you see that little line down there where it gets smaller? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, now hold on, let me get one. All right, these are the bolts that come out of the thing originally. There's no shoulder on them anywhere down there. It's the same size all the way down. I checked it. So, you know, I don't know what that shoulder area actually was doing for this thing, but I know that this right here sure tightened it up. And if you're doing this from the top, it's no problem at all. You just stick these in there and drop them in, and away it goes. So, but I think this is a good way to do it with this heat shrink on there. I don't know. I hadn't tried it yet, so I can't tell you for 100% sure if that's going to work. But I just wanted to come add this piece in there so you could see what I was actually doing. And this right here I mean, when you look in here, it did a real good job of removing those little barbs, I think. And nobody else have I've seen anywhere that says you got to remove those barbs except on that Fel-Pro instructions. And then I looked in some of my magazines that I have on they talk about replacing the seals and all that, and none of them said anything about it. So I don't know if we got to do it or not, but we did it. Okay, thank you. Well, I think that got it pretty good. I'm pleased with the way that turned out. So it sets down in there real good. All right. Now, I cleaned these up on the side here. So, and I guess it just goes like that. And what I'm going to do is give me a big piece of, I think I'm going to use like 180 grit or 200 grit, and I'm going to sand it over there and put it on my table saw over there where it's real flat, sand that off. And then I noticed on the back side, this is really, really rough. So I'm going to sand this down too and get it all real smooth. All right, I'm going to do the top of the thing first. How well does that show up? But you can see where the high spots are and everything. And you got, the oil pan's got a seal against this too, so. I want to let that be enough on that. Let me hit it 1 or 2 times. All right. Then I got some 1500. I think that looks pretty good. A lot better than it did. if you see this better over here or not. But okay. All right, that's it for right now. I'll be back to fix it up. Oh, one thing that I don't understand too much is when you look down that hole, why is there a shoulder halfway down that thing? So I was making me some boats like Uncle Tony says to use. Oh, where'd it go? Like Uncle Tony said to use, and put a, no, it wasn't Tony, it was Nick's garage. Put a slide up here so you can take it out. And I was putting it in, and I said, well, I was going to put this shrink tubing over the threads of this thing, this bolt here. This is actually a cinch anchor for concrete, but that's what I had right now without going to the store. So I was going to put that over there so it protects it a little bit, and it goes down a little bit, and it hits that shoulder. So that's two pieces on there. I'm going to take one off. One went through it fine, but it just, why has it got to be so wobbly if we're trying to keep it so straight going in the block? So I didn't know about that, but anyhow, let's see, I think I've got another one here. I mean, we're trying to keep this thing real straight, and when you put it in, that's how much wobbling and stuff it's got in it. So I was thinking putting that heat shrink on there, that might help keep it a little straighter. So anyhow, that's where I am with this little piece of the project, and talk to y'all later. Oh. Alright, the little problem that I was having, let me see if you lined up over there. Where am I shooting at? Alright, the little problem that I was showing you a while ago that we was having is this is a boat like Uncle Tony said to use, and you put it through here, screw it into the block, and you do two of them and it lines it up where you can push it in a lot easier. But look how much wobble room you got. So I took some, I put heat shrink on it, and I put two little pieces up here, and it doesn't wobble around. So it should make it go in a lot straighter without having any movement and messing the seal up. So we're gonna try it. We'll let you, we'll show you how it goes when we try to put it in. But that's what we did in trying to fix the problem. All right, till next time. Talk to you later. Bye. All right, my next video is in progress of being put together now, and I have on there the degree into the cam and that information, and we'll have that out real soon, I hope. So I have a problem scheduling my cameraman, and I don't do very well when I'm trying to do it on using the tripod by myself. So well, I hope you guys are enjoying my videos. I really like making them, and I hope you watch them and subscribe.